we have some very funny stand-up coming from one of our Big Picture's own one-on-one students. His name is Zerbie Henson. Please welcome Zerbie to the stage.
Hey there, folks. You know, I just flew in here from California, and boy, are my arms tired. I heard about this one comedian who told the same joke 3 nights running. He wouldn't dare tell it standing still. The other day it was so windy. How windy was it, Jess? So windy that the chicken turned her back to the wind and laid the same egg 6 times. Ring! Incontinence hotline. Can you hold, please? So this bloke gets pulled over because he's been driving recklessly. The first thing he says is, I haven't got a Continental night drinkstable. So a man calls the firehouse. And he says, you gotta help me, my house is on fire. And they say, okay, how do we get to your house? He says, you mean you don't have those big red trucks anymore? So these 2 atoms are walking out of a bar. And one of them says, oh my goodness, I just lost an electron. The other one says, are you sure? The first one says, I'm positive. You know, if Bill Gates had a nickel for every time Windows crashed, oh wait, he does. So this woman comes to the doctor, she says, Doctor, you've got to help me, my husband uses the refrigerator. And the doctor said, and she then goes on to say, so I can't sleep. And the doctor says, can't sleep, stress-induced insomnia, right? And she says, well, no, it's just that he sleeps with his mouth open, so the light keeps me awake. So 2 lawyers walk into a restaurant. They order drinks, then they pull sandwiches out of their pockets and start eating. And the waitress says, man, you can't eat your own sandwiches here. So they trade sandwiches. Why won't sharks eat lawyers? Why? Professional courtesy. So these 2 guys are out fishing in a rental boat, and they found a spot that's really good. They're catching a lot of fish. On the drive home, one of them was like, oh, I should have made a mark on the bottom of the boat so we can find that spot again. And the other one says, you idiot, that wouldn't work. What if we don't get the same boat? So Albert decides to try ice fishing. And he's just cutting a hole in the ice when he hears a voice, seemingly from nowhere, and saying, there are no fish here. And he stops and looks up, he looks around, he doesn't see anyone. So he asks, so incredulously, hey, he thinks for a second and asks, God, is that you? And the voice says, no, it's the rink manager. So this clown comes to a lawyer and says, listen, you've got to help me. You've got to represent me in court. And the lawyer says, hold on a minute, next. I don't take pro bono cases. So this duck walks into a pharmacy, and he says, give me some chapstick and put it on my bill. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino? An elephino. They say that a dog is man's best friend. Easily proven, too. Try locking your dog and your wife into the trunk of your car, drive around for about 20 minutes or so, then open the trunk and let him out and see which one is still happy to see you. Definition, bulldozer, noun, one who sleeps through a campaign speech. Now I stayed at this really cheap hotel once. I said, I got a leak in my sink. They said, sure, go ahead. The optimist sees a glass that's half full. The pessimist sees a glass that's half empty. And the engineer sees a glass that's twice as big as it needs to be. Did you hear the toilet seat covers at the police station were stolen? They got nothing to go on. So this engineer dies and goes to hell, and when he gets there, being an engineer, he tries to figure out why is the place so hot, and pretty soon he's fixed the thermostat. It turns out it was a faulty thermostat. Next, he manages to jury rig together a radio from some bits of scrap. You can even pick up stations from it. So then, pretty soon, Satan gets a phone call from God saying, look here, hell isn't supposed to be nice. If you don't do something about this, I'm going to sue. And Satan says, you're going to sue? And where are you going to get the lawyers? Yes. Thank you.